Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for another uh, video. This is actually for the video you've been waiting for most of the day. I was supposed to do it earlier, but I got so sidetracked with other reviews, so now I'm going to be doing this video. So this is for the OK to Meh albums of 2022 so far, part 1 video that I'm going to be doing, listing from 1 to 6 what the OK to Meh albums of 2022 so far, part 1 are, in my opinion, and what I think of them overall, and what I decided to do to put them on this list. So, yeah, I'm going to discuss from 1 to 6 what I'm going to be talking about in this video and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this OK to Meh albums of 2022 so far, part 1 video. Now, yeah, at number 1 we have Avril Lavigne with Love Sucks. This has grown very distant from me, and not in a good way. The album is okay. It's not great, and there's quite a bit of reasons. She had a feature with MGK, Boys Lie. Not very good of a song. It was okay, but she sounded good in it, but MGK was sucking in that song. And it was not a very interesting song. I was just cringing, like, this is just juvenile music. This is something I can't get past. And someone mentioned that to me in a comment section, saying, "Oh, all this pop punk stuff nowadays is just juvenile." And I'm like, I might actually agree with that. Because there's some pop punk that I can stand, but if it gets excessive where it sounds like they're acting like children and acting like emo phase or going through a fucking phase kind of shit, then yeah, we got a ruined genre right now. Because pop punk was supposed to be for Blink 182 and all that, and now it's ruined by these new artists that are fucking up the genre. So, yeah. But the other songs like Cannonball, that one was okay. It wasn't a great song. There are some flaws to it. Well, it wasn't a bad song. I kind of liked it, to be honest, but it is a little juvenile. And the Bite Me song has grown on me. Love It When You Hate Me is kind of not a very good song. It kind of sucks. So it's just disappointing that they had to add trap beats in the song. Love Sucks, the title track is okay. Not great, but okay. Um, and there's some other songs like, what is it? Avalanche. I kind of like that one. I like the song, F U or whatever. The FU song, which means fuck you. Uh, so yeah, that's what the song is meaning by. But it's a pretty good song. I kind of like that one. And the one with Mark Hoppus, All I Wanted, was actually pretty solid, in my opinion. But some of the songs on here are very juvenile. So that's why I gave it a 6.5 out of 10 as of now, because it has some juvenile tendencies with what Avril Lavigne is trying to do for this album, and she let Travis Barker be featured in majority of this album with the drum work. Yes, Travis Barker has collabed with so many of these pop punk artists now, like MGK, Avril Lavigne, Youngblood is probably going to be another one. Kenny Hoopla, which Kenny Hoopla actually did pretty good with his album or mixtape last year. Jaden, I'm having my doubts about that now. But yeah, I have my own opinion when it comes to that. But at number 1, I picked Avril Lavigne with Love Sucks. There are some songs I can get behind, like Dare to Love Me was actually pretty solid. It was one of the strong tracks on the album. But there are some other songs on here that are just um, Deja Vu and other songs like that. I'm just trying to think of the other songs' names and all that. Kiss Me Like the World is Ending, I think is another one that wasn't so bad, but yeah, I wasn't a big fan of this Avril Lavigne album. As of now, 6.5 out of 10. It's kind of grown distant from me. I haven't really returned to it much. But at number 2, we have Islander with It's Not Easy Being Human. I think this is an okay album. It's not perfect in any way, but there are some okay moments in it. Like, I can't remember all the songs on here, but I remember that there was one song in particular that made me kind of cringe a bit. And I can go look at it real quick to make sure which song that was, but I don't honestly remember. It was Skateboard Flowers. That was the one. That one was decent, and there were other ones that were not very good, but okay. The We Scream song, that's another one that kind of made me cringe a bit, because it wasn't sounding very good, production-wise, and with the singer singing in it. But yeah. At number 2, I picked Islander with, It's Not Easy Being Human. Number 3 is Pup with The Unraveling of Pup the Band. Now, this one had quite a bit of cringy songs. Like, Waiting is not my favorite. Habits is not my favorite. I just personally didn't like them. I think if I give this more of a listen, which I haven't really come back to it that much, to be honest, but I could try giving it more of a listen, but I don't know. I think I'm going to feel the same way. It's meh, in my opinion. Matilda was not too bad. I kind of liked that one. That was probably the stronger track on this uh, album, The Unraveling of Pup the Band. I gave them a chance. I gave this album a chance, and I wasn't pleased with it that much. It was meh. It was almost bad, but it wasn't really bad, to be honest. So there are some redeeming tracks on here that are decent, average, okay, or maybe not too bad. Only one song was not too bad, and that was the strongest track on the album, which was Matilda, so I'll give that song praise. Kind of liked it. Not to the extent where I love it, but I kind of liked it. So at number 3, I picked Pup with The Unraveling of Pup the Band. Number 4 is Papa Roach with Ego Trip. Now, I got quite a bit to say on this album. This album is meh, and there's a reason why. Because Stand Up got the weakest rating, in my opinion, and I did not like Stand Up too much. I just didn't like how it was sounding. I didn't like how Jacoby Shaddix was starting off the song with Sweat, Sweat, Stand Up, Stand Up, and like, I hear you banging on that battle drum, kind of thing. And I'm like, this song is cringe already. I was starting to hate the awkwardness with the beginning of the album, but it did get better as it went on. So, Ego Trip was okay, not fantastic, but okay. Then you get to Unglued, and I'm kind of liking that song now. It's not too bad, so I'll give it a probably 4.5 out of 5. There are some moments in it that kind of make it seem a little sus, meaning cringe, but it's alright. Kill the Noise is my favorite song on this album to start off this album until you get to the bad songs, which are Bloodline, Swerve. Swerve is really bad. It's not the best song, but it's just a bad song. It's not the worst song, but it's a bad song. Um, then you have Bloodline, and like I said, wasn't feeling for it. Ego Trip is alright. There's another one that it was track number 5, Liar, I think it was called. Yeah, I believe so. I'm looking at it right now. Give me a moment. Yeah, Liar. That was okay. Unglued, I think I gave it a 4, but I'm gonna bump it up to a 4.5. So, Dying to Believe was actually a pretty strong track. And sorry about the ding on my phone. That's my phone or whatever. Um, yeah, Discord or whatever. Killing Time, I don't know. It sounded good with Jacoby Shaddix singing certain moments, but when he repeated I've been killing my time quite a bit, it kind of got repetitive and a little annoying. And I'm like, oh god, this is going to give me a headache kind of shit. So then it closes out with a weird outro with just kind of nothingness and a little bit of talkative stuff or monotone talking robotic voice or whatever the fuck it's going for. Leave a Light On was pretty solid. I didn't hate that song. Always Wondering, great song, and so was No Apologies and Cut the Line. I love those tracks. And I Surrender was not a bad song, but it starts off pretty weird, and you get surprised where he's just screaming, "Get down," and I'm like, what the fuck kind of shit? Because the last song on the album really surprises you with the "Get Down" scream that he does. Jacoby Shaddix. So, yeah, Papa Roach Ego Trip is an acquired taste for some listeners, but I just personally have problems with the beginning of the album and how it's played out structurally. So, it's not the worst album, but it's meh, in my opinion. So, 6 out of 10 for me on this one. And at number 4, I picked Papa Roach with Ego Trip. Number 5 is Tremelli Divino, Diary of a Black Pop Star EP. I heard this, I wasn't a fan of it, and I think it's okay. There are some pop punk elements to it that I don't know if I like per se, but it's okay, at least. Not the best thing I've heard in 2022, I should say. Sorry, I'm breezing through where I've reviewed this Tremelli Davis thing or whatever. I'm just looking through my list of stuff. There we go. Hey Cinderella was not too bad. I didn't hate that. I'm just dismissive of that song. Cyclops was not bad. Effortlessly was not bad. Radiance was average in my opinion. I think I gave it an average rating. You can definitely go check out my review for it if you want to see it. I had someone request me to review it. I reviewed it on April 12th, and there was someone in my comments section that was showing a gun picture, a gun emoji, and I was like, what the fuck? And I was just really nervous. I was like, okay, I'm blocking that person. So I'm sorry to the person that watched it that got offended by it, but you can't make threats like that on YouTube. Because I take that shit seriously. Because that's not funny. Stranger Things featuring Lil XO was kind of a bad song. I didn't like it too much. But yeah, at number 5, I picked Tremelli Divino with Diary of a Black Pop Star. It wasn't my favorite album, but it was okay. Primus at number 6 with Primus Conspiranoid EP. I just recently reviewed it. If you want to go check it out, you can. I think you might like it. I found it to be okay. Conspiranoia is not a bad song. It's probably one of the stronger tracks on the EP, but it's fine. Follow the Fool was kind of annoying. It's okay, but it's kind of annoying at times. So I wasn't a big fan of it, so 3 out of 5 still. Aaron on the side of caution. It's okay. I'm still giving it the same rating of a 3 out of 5 when I reviewed it, so you can definitely go check out my reviews for all these albums I just mentioned. I think you may like it. I know I gave Avril Lavigne Love Sucks a 7.5, but the reason why I downgraded it is because some of the album did seem a little juvenile with the overall sound and structure of the album, and that's why I downgraded it on this list of albums that are okay to meh. So yeah, with that being said, that's it. At number 6, Primus Conspiranoid EP. That's gonna be it for this OK to Man albums of 2022 so far, part 1 video. Comment below and let me know what your thoughts are on this video if you enjoyed it, and let me know what your favorite or your OK to Man albums of 2022 so far, part 1 video are on of your list if you have a list for it. If you did enjoy this OK to Man albums of 2022 so far part 1 video, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can to support the channel. Give me a moment, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. My mom was calling me for a brief moment, wanting me to get her something or whatever. Yeah, basically, I'm sorry about that for pausing the video on you like that and you hearing the background noise saying Brian. She was calling me for a brief moment. But yeah, if you did enjoy this video, like I said, I hope you did. I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. I'll have another video coming out tomorrow for maybe a track review if there's something new coming out. I don't know for sure, but this was a pretty lengthy video than I thought it was going to be. But these albums are okay to meh. They're not perfect. When I mean meh, I mean I'm in between, like in the middle with what I think of it. So it's good or bad. It's in the middle for me, is what I'm trying to say and elaborate with the meh definition that I use for my videos for the end of the year list stuff. But I hope you did enjoy this OK to Man albums of 2022 so far part 1 video. Keep in mind, I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. This is just my opinion and my list. If you didn't agree with my list, then that's your choice. You're entitled to your own opinion with what you think of these albums, but I personally found them to be OK to Man in my personal opinion. But stay safe, guys. Take care. I hope you enjoyed this special video for the OK to Man albums of 2022 so far, part 1 video. And as always, I will see you in my next review.